Hi guys, welcome to the Glitter Pit. You're right here at 3 o'clock, right in the right place with me on Wednesday. Welcome everybody. Come on in. I'm going to do an early bird glitter spinner. I wasn't able to get in the chat today hardly because I was frantically looking for my battery charger. I have an external battery charger, but I mean okay, so here's one of them. This is the one charger right here, and you can see, I gotta put that on my stand. Anyway, you can see that it's fully charged, but I have two of them, and one was dead, and then I was looking for the charger so I can be charging the other one when I'm down here. Anyway, hi everybody, welcome to the Glitter Pit. We're gonna get stamping here in a second. Let me go ahead and flip this over. And I'm going to do an early bird glitter spinner. Yeah, I miss being in the Glitter Pit today, talking with you guys early. Let me see, what are we going to give away today? I got a few things over here. Let's give these away. All right, let me flip you over. Hold on. One moment, please. Let me turn my comments on. Sorry. All right, I do got my mic plugged in. Everybody can hear me, right? Everything's good? Hi, everybody. Happy Wednesday. All right, let me turn my comments on. Just give me 1 second here. All right. Comments. All right, here we go. All right, so to get into the early bird glitter spinner, all you have to do is just leave a comment. Come on early and chime in with everybody over there in the Glitter Pit early chat. And your name might be drawn. I'm going to spin right now. Let me get my spinner. My spinner wasn't working last week. And then this was with my team last Thursday. But then it started working at the end of the hour. So I was like, all right. So I do got extra batteries that my husband bought me right here. And believe it or not, this little thing takes like 4 of these batteries. Isn't that crazy? And they're like kind of chunky batteries. I don't know. He got them on Amazon, but anyway, and then I need a special, like really tiny Phillips screwdriver to put the batteries in there. So it's definitely a husband's job. I can't do it. He's got the tools. So, all right, so let's go ahead and do the drum roll. And then I'm going to spin the comments. Let me give it a good spin. All right, here we go. Right here. Who is that? Michelle! Michelle. See your name right there, Michelle? Yay! Congratulations. Let me show you what you're going to get. We're going to actually use these today. These are so beautiful. These are the brushed metallic adhesive back dots. You got the gold, copper, and brass. They're really super awesome. And we're using the copper ones today, which will be in the card kit. So let me go ahead and put this in picture for you guys. So I can see you, you can see me, right? Hi, guys. All right, so let's go ahead. I think I got your address, don't I? Got that, Michelle, right? All right, so this is the stamp set and the die that we're going to use for the card class today, but we're using a few other stamp sets and a few other dies. So hopefully you guys got my newsletter. Raise your hand if you got it. Are you loving the projects? Aren't they cute? All right, so let me go ahead and do the announcement of last week's glitter giveaway. Let me get my spinner here again. All right. This was from last week's glitter giveaway. And all you have to do to get entered into that drawing is to leave a comment on my website. Starting tomorrow morning, about 7 o'clock. Oh, let me remove Michelle's here. Okay, so Anna and Nancy, you guys, your names were drawn from last week's glitter giveaway. Remember, it was a background stamp of a candy cane, and then there was the little bicycle with the bear. So Nancy contacted me and gave me her address, and then Anna, I'm still waiting to hear from you. Check your spam and your junk folder. I emailed you this morning, or yesterday afternoon. Check that email and then just respond back and give me your address. And this is your physical street address, all right? And then I will mail the stamps out to you as soon as possible. Hopefully before tomorrow, because I'm going to Indianapolis for a Stampin' Up event. So more details to come here. I'm just getting ready to give you an applause here, you guys. Yay. Woohoo! Congratulations to Michelle for the early bird glitter spinner. Here, I better put that, Michelle. Let me put her name on that before I forget. What was that again? Was it Michelle? Oh, yeah. Newland, right? Yeah, I think I have your address too, Michelle. So, Anna, I'm still waiting for your address, all right? Congratulations. All right, now let's go ahead and flip this back over here. All right, yay! All right, so now this week's glitter spinner, I have 2 more stamp sets for you guys. This one is the Amazing Phrasing. Isn't that cute? I love these bold stamps. They're so awesome. And then also Bunches of Fun. So this is a brand new set, I think. I haven't used this one. This is like an extra one that I got. So it's photopolymer, really nice. It's like a double set because it's got so many cute greetings in there. So it says, woo woo, you're amazing, and hey, and oops. But then they have all these cute little greetings that you can tie in together with those big words. And then this one's really super cute. This is from my personal stash. This is Bunches of Fun. This has got just a lot of cute sayings with the bunch of bananas and the cute little dog. And this cute little attitude woman here, girl, whatever. All right, so both of these stamp sets will be posted on my website starting tomorrow. Leave a comment starting tomorrow through next Tuesday evening-ish, and I will draw a winner, and then your name will be announced live in the Glitter Pit next week. So the only way to enter is just to leave one comment. That's what you got to do. That's what you got to do. All right, so here is this week's card kit. The cards we're making today, you can get in a card kit. All you have to do is just use this host code. Let me give you the host code. Here is the brand new host code for this week, starting today through Saturday. R369V is in Victory, 72G is in Griffith. And it's like starts with an R, so Richard Griffith. I thought that was pretty cool. So this is our new host code, started today, going through Saturday at midnight Eastern Time. And look what's coming on Friday and Saturday. I'm just going to show you. Hold on. Did you guys read the email or the newsletter? Double FSM tokens. Yes, but it's only for Friday and Saturday because that's as long as the event is, all right? So we're leaving tomorrow to drive down to Indianapolis, and the event starts Friday. For the leaders, for, certain titles get to go to the event on Friday, and we get to see the new catalogs. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. So we get the new Occasions catalog that starts in January, and we also get to see Celebration mini catalogs. So those of us that are attending the event, which is on stage, which is like, years ago we used to call it convention. But it's a local event because the main on stage is in Vienna. So, and of course, I'm not going to Vienna. So we're going to a local event, and I have a handful of my team going. So we're all so excited to see each other. All right. So anyway, so double FSM tokens start on Friday. Also, I'll be sending out a quick newsletter to remind you for those of you that want to take advantage of that. And then also it starts Friday, ends on Saturday. So you have 2 days to take advantage of the double FSM tokens. This is when you spend $50, you get 2 tokens instead of the 1. You know what I mean? So like for every $50 you spend, you get 1 token, but during double FSM tokens, you get 2 for every $50. Now remember, this also applies for the host code too. So if you're using the host code for the card kit or the small gift, which I'll give you that host code here in a second, you can still use the host code and get double FSM tokens if your order or when your order reaches $50. Okay? And then don't use the host code if your order is $150 or more. You'll still get the double FSM tokens and you'll still get the card kit, okay, of the cards that we're going to make today. Yay! So that was a big, huge announcement. I know many of my customers love double FSM tokens. So the idea is that you'll build up your tokens faster to cash them in for a free stamp set, a free die collection, or a free bundle. Whatever you pick, it's got to be $50 or less in value, okay? So as soon as you reach the 10 tokens, I usually let you know, or if you guys know, you follow along with me, then you'll know when you reach your tokens, right? So that's Friday and Saturday of this week. And then also a quick update. Sign up for my weekly newsletter. This goes out on Wednesday about 2:30. Hopefully everybody got it. You're going to sign up with your cell phone and you're going to text the one glitter to 22828 and then hit send, and then it should pop back and ask you for your email address. Then enter your email address like you're texting, type it in there, then hit send, and then it should pop back and say you're all set. And I believe it sends you also a confirmation email saying that you're all set and you're signed up for my newsletter. So it should, now this is 2:30 Eastern time, my time, that the newsletter goes out. So depending on where you are, the time might be different depending on your time zone. Also, you have to have a U.S. cell phone provider for signing up for this service. You can also just sign up for my newsletter on my website. There's a little link along the sidebar of my blog or my website. And you can use this or type in your address for signing up for my newsletter, all right? Okay, so do that. Don't forget to do that. This is the monthly host code. This is still going on until next month. So if you don't want if you don't want the card kit for this week, you can use this host code and get a small gift. And that will be sent out next month, all right? So let me put that up here for you guys really quick. So this one is for a small gift, and this one is for the code. The host code is for the card kit, this is the card kit. This is what it looks like, okay? You have all the consumables, the accessories, and everything. All you don't get is the die cut images, because there's a few die cuts you got to use for these cards, which is the pine cone. But everything else is included. The ribbon, the designer paper, all that stuff, and the embellishments. But to get this kit, you have to use this host code so I know to cut and prepare for this kit, all right? We do have some kits prepared. Actually, we got next week's card kit already lined up. We got everything cut out. Everything's good to go. So next week's card kit, we'll be using what is that stamp set? It's one of the autumn stamp sets in the mini catalog. I can't think of it off the top of my head. Anyway, that's one we're using next week, all right? So be ready for that one. All right, so those are our two host codes that we're using this week. I'll bring them out at the end of the hour too, all right? And then this is the printable, if I can grab it. Oh my goodness. So this is the printable that you can print out. The link is listed down below in the description box. We're making 3 cards using this stamp set and this die collection, which is the Christmas season and the seasonal labels. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Now, when this set was originally offered at Stampin' Up! In the annual catalog, I believe, or maybe it was a mini catalog back in the day, it was in a bundle, but it's not available in a bundle now, so you have to purchase them individually, okay? And then all the information on the items that we're using, and we're going to go through all the products that we're using on each card and show you exactly what's included in the card kit, and give you all the measurements. Now, the PDF or the printable and this live video is free for anybody to watch. If you want the card kit with all the consumables, that is going to be at least $40 in an order. And then $50 if you bump it up, you get double FSM tokens on Friday and Saturday. So those are the cards. I'm going to show you those here in a minute. All right. Anything? Oh, I do have some Happy Mail. Don't let me forget the Happy Mail. I got to do it. Let me do that right now before I forget the one card. This card I had said was from Rebecca last week. It's from Renee. She used my idea from the Halloween class that we did a while ago. I think it was class number, what class was that? Number 2 or 3 with the Halloween, with the witch's hat and the feet, and she swings them. Isn't it cute? So this was from that class, but she made me this card. So this was from Renee, not Rebecca. I wanted to clarify that. Oh my gosh, I don't know what I was thinking. But I do have some Happy Mail to show you guys after the hour. I want to show you guys Happy Mail at the end of the hour. That's what I'm trying to say. All right. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Oh, it was in the mini catalog last year? Okay, Nicole says that. All right, thank you. I thought it was in like the annual catalog, but it could have been the holiday mini catalog from last year, right? So the last mini catalog, not the current one. And we're talking about this stamp set and die. Okay, but it's really beautiful. I'm going to show you how to do that. This is actually a 2-step stamp set. For those of you that are new to the glitter pit or even new to stamping, I'm going to explain what the 2-step stamping is all about. Okay. All right. So you guys ready to start stamping? Let me show you the cards that we're going to make. I got them right here. So this is card number 1, which actually would be an awesome card sketch, right? So you're going to get all the pieces except for the die cutting and the stamping, of course. And you'll get the oval. We did die cut the ovals for you guys. And I'm also giving you a piece of basic white for the inside too. Okay. And remember, all the kits come with the envelopes too, all right? And then, so this is card number 1 that we're going to be making. This is card number 2, and this is a little shadow box. It sits up. Oh, sits up. Well, the sleeve is in the way here. Hold on. Yeah, we want to remember what not to do when we're putting this card together. This sits up perfectly by itself, and it's got like a little window to look through to the back. Very cute. You guys can gussy these cards up really cute with some rhinestones or something, but we're going to do some stamping. Can you see the stamping on the cherry cobbler? Very cute. And then this card is our 3rd card for today. A little cute fun fold using that Christmas season stamp set. Oh, let me show you this way here. So we're going to make card number 1 first. Okay, so let's go ahead and get all the pieces for that. I got everything in my little pouches here. All right. So you're going to get your early espresso cardstock, and this is cut at 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. Then you're going to get your 2 pieces of basic white, one for the inside and one for the front to stamp on. Then you're going to get your scrap piece of basic white. These are going to stamp your pine cones that I'm going to show you how to use with the stamp set. And then also you're going to get your garden green ribbon. It should be about 9 inches. Yep. And then you're going to get your ovals die cut out. So these are the pieces that you're going to actually get without the stamped images. You're going to have to stamp them and die cut them, all right? So let's go ahead and do the stamping of the pine cones first. So I can show you how to do that. We're going to use the Crumb Cake Classic Ink and the Early Espresso. So now the thing with 2-step stamping is it takes 2 images, which is usually in the same stamp set. It's always in the same stamp set. So we're going to take this stamp and this stamp. You can see it better in the case. That's why I'm showing you. But these 2 stamps go together to give it that dimensionalized image. So first you're going to take that solid image. You can see that this one's more of an outline. So you're going to take the solid image and stamp it typically with the lighter shade. And you can also do this with the same color ink, but with the pine cones, I just wanted it to be really nice and bold. Doesn't that look awesome? And it's a photopolymer stamp set too, so that's even better. So we're going to stamp the bold image in Crumb Cake and then the outline image in the Early Espresso. Okay, so we're going to stamp. Let me get my stamps here. Okay, so we're going to take your scrap that you're going to get. Now this piece should be cut at 4 1/4 by 2 1/4. Okay, and that should be plenty enough room for you to stamp your pine cones. So we're going to take our larger image first. We're going to use our Crumb Cake. I just don't want to make a mistake and stamp that in Early Espresso. So ink up your stamp, and of course you can use your Stampin' Pierce mat if you have this. I just cover mine with some scrap or copy paper, but it's like a foam mat that we sell. It's called the Stampin' Pierce mat. I think that's what it's called. And the idea is when you're using the photopolymer stamp, this doesn't have any cushion like the red rubber stamp. See how that red rubber has a cushion on here? The photopolymer, the ones that you can see through, do not have that extra cushion. So the Stampin' Pierce mat gives you that cushion without it being on the stamp. But you guys have probably seen me stamp even without it. but I'm going to use it today to show you how that works. So, and then I cover it, like I was saying before, I cover it with the copy paper. So in case I'm going off, it doesn't ink up the mat. So, and that's just using the, like the mailing packaging tape. So I just wrap it around there and just put some tape on there to hold it. And then this is like scrap, like the grid paper, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and stamp on our little piece of scrap with the crumb cake first. And I'm just using the full ink. So we're just going to stamp full ink. Stamp 2 of them. Okay. And then you're going to take your smaller, your outline image. We're going to bring in the early espresso. And since this is a photopolymer stamp set, you can line it up so good. So ink that up with the early espresso. And I'm going to bring this a little bit closer to me so I can see right where I'm stamping. And all I'm doing here, let me see if I can tilt this phone a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. So I can bring it closer to me so I'm not stamping out here. So you're going to take this, because you can see that really good now with the early espresso, right? So what you're going to do is you're just going to line this up right over that before you even stamp down. You can see right where you're stamping, and then press it down. And that's considered your two-step stamping. Isn't that awesome? And then you're going to do the other one the exact same way. Just kind of eyeball it. And then press that down onto the mat. And there's your two-step stamping pine cones. Awesome. I love it. All right, then you're going to take your die. And there is a small pine cone here in the stamp set. Let me show you. This two-step is also for a smaller pine cone, which is right here. And there's also a die to cut out both, the larger and the smaller. Here's the smaller one right here. I'm going to use the larger one. I'm not going to die cut it with you, but I'm just going to show you. So you take the large, and then you would just line that up, and then run that through the die cut machine. Super easy. And they're really easy to line up, you know. So die cut that out, both of them. And then by the magic of television, I got them done. So I have my 2 right here. Okay. All right. Now we're going to take our basic white piece. We're going to stamp our background stuff. So what I need the early espresso. Instead of crumb cake, I went with the Sahara sand just because I felt like the Sahara sand was a little bit lighter. Let me show you both of the colors. See, they're very similar, but I wanted the softer Sahara sand for the background of my card. And then I'm also using, oh, I don't have my garden green. Rats, I gotta go get my garden green. So let's just go ahead and do our stamping first. So I'm gonna stamp my leaf, which is right here, with the Sahara sand. And I'm just gonna go ahead and stamp it twice. No, this is the garden green. Sorry. This one is the one I'm using for the Sahara sand. This image right here. Okay. So what you're going to do is you're going to just imagine this oval being right in the center of your card. And you're going to stamp an image with this one here with the Sahara sand. I'm going to stamp it once up here and then once right like opposite of it, of the other side. Okay. So we're going to stamp this one. I would normally start with the garden green, but I don't have it here right now. So I'm going to have to go run and get it. So we're going to stamp our Sahara sand. Now I'm going kind of close to the top and stamping that. And then I'm going to flip this over and I'm going to go down here at the bottom and do the exact same thing down this end. See how it's like opposite? This right here. Okay. And then I'm going to take my early espresso. And I'm going to take this branch right here. It's like the short, squatty one. I'm just going to stamp this one time off to this edge over here. Okay. And I'm going to go get my garden green. I'll be right back. Hold on. Double check to make sure I had all my colors, and of course I thought I did, but I didn't. All right, so we're using the garden green, And the first leaf that I used, which is this one here, I gotta clean that really quick. Okay, so it's this leaf right here that we're gonna use with the garden green. And we're gonna do the exact same thing like we did with this one, but we're gonna go up here and down here. Okay, so we're gonna stamp up here. This stamp's so pretty. Isn't that beautiful? It's kind of like a watercolor, but it's just the way this stamp is made. It's so awesome. I really like it. All right, and then we're going to stamp this one down here. Now, if you want, you can take your oval and kind of give it like, you know, just kind of lay it out like, kind of like how it's going to look in the center of your card, like right there. So you can make sure that you're kind of getting it like a fan all the way around. And then we're going to take the little splatter that's also in this stamp set. It's right here. We're going to take the little, well, it's not really a splatter. It's more of polka dots. We're going to use the Early Espresso for that. And we're just going to fill in the white space just randomly around the card. Wherever you see a little bit of white, just stamp, yeah, maybe right here. Yeah. And then if you want to, take your oval again. Now remember, we're going to put our pine cones over here, like a little spray of the pine cones right here. So this is all going to get covered up. So I think we're good. That looks good, right? All right, so, oh, we got to stamp our greeting. So in the center of the oval, the basic white one, we're going to use, is this what we're using? Yeah, May this Christmas, may this be a Christmas to remember and cherish. We're going to use the Early Espresso. We're just going to stamp this right in the center of this oval, which will be die cut for you guys. My husband die cut them. Thank you, honey. So we're going to stamp that right in the center, right there. Kind of over to the right a little bit so the pine cone sits here. And then we're just going to go ahead and adhere these two ovals. I'm getting my adhesive. Hold on. Adhere these two ovals together. Now this one was from that embossed oval, and then this one was from that, the cameo oval. These two layer really nice together. See? All right, and then we're gonna, I think this is popped up on dimensionals. Yep. We're gonna pop this up on dimensionals. Where's my dimensionals? Right here. Okay, we're just gonna put 2 dimensionals on the back. Well, I grabbed an extra one here. All right, let me close up my ink pads. Then we'll have more room, right, to stamp. All right, so we're going to put this right in the center of our basic white right there. Okay, and then we're going to take our pine cones and we're going to put dimensionals on the back side of them. I'm just going to use one dimensional on each of the pine cones. Let me show you the finished card so I can have my sample out here. So this is the finished one right here. So we're going to put one of our pine cones going down right about there. And then this one is going to go up like right about there. Okay, and then you're going to take your green ribbon, you're going to tie a bow. I make the bunny ears. Wrap it around and pull it. Remember, the trick to tying a bow is just playing with it. You know, you just got to fussy with it a little bit. Okay, we're going to use a glue dot. Take it off with take your pig tool. Actually put it right about here. I'm thinking right about there is good. Yeah, put a couple there. And then you're going to position your bow. You can put it like this. You can put it, well, let me make this a little bit smaller maybe. Yeah, right there looks good. right there. And we're going to trim that down, that little ribbon. So pretty. Aren't those pine cones realistic? For real. They look so good. All right, and then we're going to put this onto the early espresso. Right over here. I'll show you what that stamp set is from. That May This Be a Christmas to Remember and Cherish. I need to, hold on, I need to burnish this card. Then it lays flat, then I can line it up better with me holding it. So if we want it, or if you want to, this is the stamp set. Hold on, let me grab it here. This is Christmas to Remember. Same as the stamp set kind of says. May this be a Christmas to remember and cherish. So this is in the mini catalog currently right now. And I believe this is a carryover item that was a returning favorite. So this is the greeting right here that we're using. But there's a lot of other greetings you can use to stamp on the inside of your card too if you want. Okay, so that's the stamp set I'm using on this card. And then you're just going to put your stamp, the basic white first before you put it into the card. In case it's upside down or crooked or something, or back, whatever. You know what I mean. So we're just going to put this on the inside. Just like that. Okay. Pretty simple card. Very cute. Isn't that beautiful? Love it. All right. So that is card number 1. Here's the other one. So pretty. All right. So we're going to give the cards away too at the end of the hour. All right. So card number 2 is your shadow box card that looks like that. Let me get all my pieces. All right. Once again, you're going to have to stamp and die cut out your leaves and your pine cones on this one. You're going to get everything you need to stamp and put your card together. Oh, you know what? Did I die? Oh, I didn't die cut. I'm going to die cut this with you guys. Okay, so we're going to use the basic white. You're going to get 2 pieces. I believe these are both cut at 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. Yep. So, and I cut them the same so you guys wouldn't get confused when you're putting your cards together. So you're going to use one of your basic whites for your leaves and your pine cones so you can see that there's plenty of enough room for you to stamp, right? So stamp your pine cones and your leaves on one piece. And then your other piece, we're going to score with the cherry cobbler. So let me get my paper trimmer. All right, so we're going to score. These will be scored for you in your kit. I'm just showing you what you need to do, okay? Or not what you need to do, but if you want to make more cards, this is what you're going to do. So, but the cardstock will be scored for you. That's what I'm trying to say. All right, so this is your cherry cobbler, is also cut at 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. We're going to score both ends at a 1/2 inch and 1 inch. Turn it and score the other side at a 1/2 inch and 1 inch. Okay, then you're going to do the exact same thing to your other piece of basic white. Score it at a 1/2 inch and 1 inch. There's a measure on this paper trimmer that you can get from Stampin' Up. There's like an inch and maybe 5/8 on this side, or it goes up to an inch and 5/8 on this side. And so it's a little bit easier for me to hold it on this edge instead of doing it on this side. You know what I mean? Scoring it here. So I just line it up and use the right hand side. So 1/2 inch and then 1 inch again. Turn it, 1/2 inch and 1 inch. Okay, that's it. Now let me go get my my emboss machine and my ovals. Okay, so let me just flip this over here. Hold on 1 second. I want to bring in my die cut machine so you can see what I'm doing. This is the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. So you're going to use your number 1 and then also the number 2. And then you're also going to use both of your cutting plates. Now let me go get my ovals. Hold on 1 second. This will also be cut for you in your kit. I'm using the new framed florets. This is the oval that we're going to use for the center of our shadow box card. This one right here. And like I said, this will be done for you in your card kit. So you're going to take your cherry cobbler piece. Let me fold this here. So you have your 1/2 inch and your 1 inch, right? Your score lines. Right there. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to put our oval right between these two score lines. Your 1/2 inch on both ends. So it should fit right between those two score lines. Okay. So you're just going to die cut that out. Put this over here. Okay, so we're going to line this up right in the center of those two score lines. You definitely want to fold those lines so you can see them. I think that looks pretty good. All right, then you're just going to run that through your die cut machine. Got my water sitting over here. I don't want to spill it. All right, so there's my oval for my shadow box card. That's it for that. Okay. So now, before we put the card together, you want to put your pieces, just lay them together because we're going to stamp our greeting in this oval shape. Now you can take a pencil, or you could even just stamp it like that, but I always like to outline the oval. You just need a light pencil mark around that shape, right? So you know right where you want to stamp. Can you see that? Because that's right where my oval is. So when the card is sitting up, you want that greeting to show through. So now I'm using the greeting from the Framed and Festive. I love this stamp set. I think I even mentioned it when I showed it to you guys last week on how I like the big, bold greetings of the Christmas. So this one is made, "The season be filled with peace and joy." And of course, if you don't have these stamp sets, you can definitely use something that's similar. All right, so no pressure. Okay, so we're going to use the Early Espresso. And I have my stamp right here. Make sure I stamp it the right way. May this season, what does it say? May this season be filled with peace and joy. Yeah, I just want to make sure I'm stamping it right. I'm very bad at not putting the stickers on my stamps, but for the most part, I don't really have an issue with not doing that. But I just want to make sure it's at least going the right way. Let me stamp off first here to make sure it's looks good. Okay, wow, that's really crooked. Okay, hold on. Let me just straighten this out a little bit. See how that goes. Yeah, that's better. Okay, so Early Espresso right in the center of that oval. Very good. Yay! And then we're going to stamp our cherry cobbler with those polka dots again. Remember from that Christmas season? The polka dots right there. We're going to stamp all around the frame. This is a lot easier to do before you put the card together. So cherry cobbler. I'm just going to clean that off from the Early Espresso. And we're just going to randomly stamp the polka dots around the cherry cobbler. And the trick here is you don't want it to look too uniform. So kind of turn the cardstock, turn the the stamp, and just stamp it like randomly in different directions. So there's no uniformity to the stamping part of this background. You just want it, lots of polka dots going every which way, you know. That just gives it a little bit of texture in the background there. Okay. All right, so you should have your cherry cobbler all stamped up with the polka dots. Then we're going to erase our pencil line around our oval. I have my sand eraser. This is actually in my Amazon account, so if you guys want to see where I got my sand eraser, this is like an amazing eraser. I think I got one that had like a pack of so many, and they're not that expensive, but I did get them on Amazon. Okay, so it's the Mono Sand Eraser from Tombow. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and fold. Now this is the way we're going to fold the back piece of our basic white. We're going to fold it down and then up for this piece on the white. So it's going to be a valley and then a mountain on the end. Okay, same thing on this one. We're going to fold it down and up. Just like that. Okay, so it should look like this from the top. Just like that. And then we're going to do the opposite with the front. So we're going to fold this one up and down. So like that. Can you see that? So this is going to go up and down. See, then you're going to put your adhesive, your tear and tape, and you're going to put your two pieces together. Here, let me bring it over here like this. So these two ends right here are going to get stuck together with some tear and tape. I'm going to put the tear and tape. Actually, let's use liquid glue. You can use tear and tape. I'm going to use liquid glue. Just because it's a little bit more forgiving too. All right, so we're just going to do one side at a time. Put some liquid glue. A little bit goes a long way, so yeah. So we're going to unfold our score lines here. Just kind of flatten them out so we can see where we're putting the ends at. I'm going to line up our ends together with the white and the cherry cobbler. Just like that. Hold that just for a couple of seconds. So seeing this, like I'm able to wiggle it into place. And then also you're going to ask where to sign it, right? So since we're using the basic white, you can just sign it on the back. It's awesome. All right, then we're going to actually fold this one out again. And this one. And there, since they're both the same size too, it makes it nice. Then fold that and put that together. Just like that. I love this card. And it sits so nice on a mantle or an office desk or whatever, you know. It's just so cute. And then the idea is that you want to push the ends in. Of course, you're going to want to wait to let that dry up a little bit. See, push the ends in so it looks like that. Then push this end in. Let me go from the front. Push this end in over here. And then it sits up like that. Ta-da! So cute! All right. Now we're going to go ahead and put our pine cones on. And I'm going to use the Stampin' Dimensionals for that. I'm going to use the one dimensional on the pine cone. All right, now this is where you want to take particular notice on how you're putting your pine cones on, because you want your pine cones to stick to the cherry cobbler, not when the card is flat for mailing. You don't want it to stick to the inside because then it won't pop up, right? So maybe the mini dimensionals might be better. Let me get my black ones here. All right, so we're gonna actually, let me see my other card. Oh yeah, that's what I did. All right, let's fold the card closed or flat, sorry. And we're just going to put I've got black dimensionals here. I'm just going to put them onto the cherry cobbler. Then we have no mistakes on accidentally sticking it somewhere else. You know what I mean? Okay, so we're going to put our one pine cone over here. And you can have it hang over, like inside the window. You just don't want anything sticky going to the back. You know what I mean? So you can have it hanging over to the shadow box, like the cutout. Where's my other pine cone at? There it is. And then this one, we're going to put on top of that one, but I'm going to put one on there too, because this is going to stick to the other pine cone over here. Just like that. Okay. And then we're going to take our leaves. Once again, we're going to tuck them behind the pine cone, which it's going to overhang in the window. Pay particular notice where we want to stick our dimensional. Right about there. And then this one is going to go down here. This is the one you want to pay particular notice so you don't have it sticking out like this. Here, let me show you. You don't want the leaf to stick out past the card, because then when the card sits up, remember when we first showed you that card? This leaf was kind of hindering the standing up of it. So just take particular notice on where you're putting this leaf so it doesn't interfere with the standing up part of it. Like right there looks good. All right, once again, we're going to take a dimensional and we're going to put it right here on the cherry cobbler. And then you can just slide that underneath. Put that right. Wait. Let me see here. Hold on. Let me do it this way. I just don't want it to go outside of my card. I'm going to have to trim this down. Hold on. Trim off the stem so it doesn't stick out past the pine cone. Yeah, right about there looks good. Let me go in a little bit more. Yeah, right there. See, so now this is the way the card looks when it's closed. So you put this in a regular size envelope, and then the receiver would pop this up. Sorry. Pop this up, push in the sides, and then it sits up. Oh, I love it. So pretty. Isn't that gorgeous? I love it. I love this style card. Okay, so that's card number 2. Does anybody have any questions about the card so far? I'm going to stop and look at the questions. Oh, great card, Peggy. Thank you. Love the shadow box card. Thank you, Rose. Pat. Yes, you do need the pine cones. They're so beautiful. And it's got a matching die, too. That's even better. All right, so this is card number 2. So pretty. You know what? You might want to stamp your greeting over more to the left. Unless you want to move these over more so it's not in the window so much. But, yeah, see how it looks like this? Move the greeting over to this side a little tiny bit. You know what I mean? If you like it hanging over like I do. Okay? All right, so there's card number 2. Card number 3. We're moving right along, aren't we? All right, let me move this stuff out of the way. This is a beautiful card using the Evening Evergreen. Everything will be die cut for you. You got the ribbon and the designer paper, and you're going to get your scallop from the Scalloped Contours dies. The only thing you're not going to get is your pine cones, and you got to stamp and cut them out. And then you're also going to get your little sprigs. I die cut those out for you guys. So that's in your card. That's in your card kit. All right, so now let's go ahead and stamp. Let me show you this card here. Okay, so here's the finished card. Isn't it beautiful? All right, so we're going to stamp the greeting, Merry Christmas. Let me show you that stamp set. This is from the Brightest Glow. We've used this a few times. This Merry Christmas is so beautiful. Very cursive-y. you know, the little loop-de-loo, and then the print. It's just a very elegant looking Merry Christmas. I love it. And we're going to use, oh wait, I'm going to use the early espresso, but I use the Evening Evergreen Classic ink, but I'm not going to get up and get it. I'm just going to use the early espresso. Okay, so you can see how it's going to look with the, it doesn't really, it's probably not even going to look that much different. All right, so we're going to stamp our Merry Christmas. Making sure that this is going to be straight. Yep, looks good. All right, so we're going to stamp our Merry Christmas towards the bottom of this piece. Now let me give you the measurements of all the pieces here. This piece is cut at 2 5/8 by 3 7/8. This is going to go onto your scallop, so it should measure up and fit right into your stitched area on that die cut. So this is the Scalloped and Contours die that's going to be with the Evening Evergreen. This piece of basic white is the same piece that's in all your kits for your the card number 1 for your pine cones. So both of your pine cones should be stamped on this piece right here. This is your scrap. Got plenty of room for that. And then you have your, this piece, 2 pieces of your Painted Christmas. This is cut at 1 7/8 by 4 1/8. And you'll get 2 of those, double-sided. So you can actually use this side if you want. I like the pine cone side. And then you're going to get your base of your card. Actually, I wrote this on here. 4 1/4 by 7 1/2, and we're going to score it at 5 1/2. So that's going to make your base of your card. And then you're going to get another piece cut at 2 by 4 1/4. That's going to go right down here at the bottom, just like that. Okay, so this piece is already going to be scored for you. So let's go ahead and stamp our main focal piece right here with the Merry Christmas with the early espresso. Like I said, this one I used the Evening Evergreen. Okay, so we'll see the difference. I mean, you're probably not going to be able to tell the difference. All right, let me make sure this is straight. Yep, so pretty. All right, so we're going to stamp this toward the bottom. Right there. And then we're going to take our pine cones right here. We're going to also put these on dimensionals. Okay, we're going to put this one, let me see here, how do I do this? We're going to put this one up to the top, right about here. And then this one is going to overlap it a little bit and bring it down just a smidge right there. Okay, and then you're going to take those 2 sprigs. Now these are from, we've used this before too. The 2 sprigs are from the Christmas Banner stamp set, which is right here. Okay, sorry, that one right here. So if you want to make them, you're going to need that. But I cut out the 2 for you to make the card. And these are right here. You might need to punch out the little pieces that get stuck up in there. Let me just do that really quick. Okay, so we're just going to put adhesive, just a little bit. You can use, oh, let me use my liquid glue. Just put a little bit of glue on the back of the little branch here. Wait, let me see here. There we go. There's one. And put the other one on the other side. Over here. Just like that. Isn't that pretty? Oh, love it. And then you got your soft succulent, and this is the open weave ribbon. You should get 9 inches as well. Yep. You're just going to tie a bow. Tie a bow for that. Let me pull it here. I pulled, what it was is let me start over. I did this end too long. concentrating. There we go. Okay. Tie our bow. Get a glue dot. And we're going to put our bow up at the very top of our 2 pine cones. I always like putting 2 glue dots just to make sure the bow doesn't come off. Okay? And then put your bow up at the top. I'm going to trim that off. Get my scissors. So there's your focal point, and then we're going to add some of those brushed metallic dots on there. You're going to get 2 copper ones in your kit, which I don't think I have them in my kit, but you will have those in your kit. Okay, then I need my liquid glue. We're going to put our designer paper on the 2 flaps, one at the top. This is just a smidge smaller, so that's why using the liquid glue on these pieces will be perfect. Okay, and then you're going to put this, oh wait, we're going to put the liquid glue on the designer paper first. Don't want to put it on the cardstock. Richard and I got our haircut yesterday, and it was actually Richard that needed the haircut, and I thought, well, since we're going, I might as well get mine just to trim. So she did a good job yesterday. All right. Okay, so now how you line this piece up is you're going to attach it to this scallop here. So we're going to use dimensionals on that. You're going to put 2 dimensionals at the top and then 2 dimensionals at the bottom. This is going to be like the connecting part of the card. Okay, so we're going to put this at the top and then this at the bottom. But you're going to line this up here at the very bottom edge, like down here. So you can take that. See, this is that piece. You're going to line that up at the very bottom edge, right? Line that up. Then close up your card. And then take your scallop, and you're just going to put that right in the center of your card. Making sure those dimensionals stick to those 2 layers. See, and then that's going to make your fun fold part. Isn't that awesome? I love it. And then, of course, you're going to have a piece of basic white in the inside, which is cut at 4 by 5 1/4. And you're going to put that on the inside of your card, which I don't have it in my kit. So then you're going to take your piece here, your layer right here. I'm going to use my Stampin' Seal. Put this on the center of the scallop right here. Isn't that pretty? And then we're going to take our dots. Now wait, now hold everything because I got dots out here. I just don't know where I put them. See, I cut everything. Oh, there they are. I cut everything we're going to use on the cards because I design them first. And then I cut everything out to make sure all the measurements and everything are correct. And then I cut out one that we make on Wednesday. So in my sampling, I don't have like all the pieces. I try to, but I'm actually doing 2 kits this week. One for next week since we're going on to Indianapolis. So I'm just going to put 2 of the copper. These are the metallic, remember, with the copper, gold, and the brass. You're going to get 2 of the copper, a small and a large. And you're just going to place them in the card. I would have probably brought these down further. Not so close to the top. Let me show you the original here. See, bring these down here. Maybe, how far do you think that's down? Maybe 1 inch down from the top of the basic white. This one's up too far. Want me to fix that? Maybe I can fix it. Maybe not. I'll give whoever wins the spinner, I'll give them this one. But just keep that in mind when you're making yours. Keep the pine cones about 1 inch from the top of the basic white. Is that about 1 inch? Let me see. Let me measure it exactly. Yeah, it's about 1 inch. Maybe 3/4 of an inch from the top. See? So you have a little bit of a gap up here so it really showcases the little leaves. And then there won't be so much of a gap down here, but okay? So keep that in mind when you're doing yours, all right? Sounds great. All right, so let me show you all 3 cards again. Let me clean up my mess here. All right. Let me bring in all 3 cards. So this was card number 3. This is card number 2, the shadow box. And then this is card number 1. May this be a Christmas to remember and cherish. So pretty. So those are your 3 cards. Okay? So don't forget to use this host code if you want this week's card kit. There's the new host code that ties to this season, Christmas season stamp set, card kit number 9. Next week will be 10. Can you believe it? Do you guys love it? I've been really having so much fun designing the cards for you guys. It's been like so great. Okay, so this is the host code for this week's card kit. Also, the PDF or the printable is listed down below. Everything will be on my website tomorrow. The pictures, if you want to see them up close and personal. Also, the replay of today's Glitter Pit Live with the card class number 9. The host code that we're using, and also the printable is also going to be over there. In one stop, you'll go to everything over there. All right? All right, let me clean up this stuff over here. We got to do the glitter spinner. I'm going to give those 3 cards away that we made today. Okay, so just give me a second. Let me clean up. Yeah, so I made all my team members that are going to Indianapolis with me this weekend. I made them a swap and I made them a special gift. So I've been doing that. And then I designed next week's card class. Richard was down cutting all them out for next week. So we've been kind of busy. And then tomorrow I got to go get my oil change because we're not flying into Indianapolis. We're only like 5 hours away. So we're just going to drive down and just stay down there for one night. So we'll be back probably on Saturday. Okay? All right. Do you guys want to see any of the stamp sets again? Let me scroll through here, see what you guys are saying. Hold on. Those are awesome. Thank you, Christine. Thank you. Thank you, Rose. So will you be doing a live? Yes, I'll be here next Wednesday. Yep, I'll be here live. We're going to do another card kit. I wish I could think of the card kit or the bundle we're using. It's in the mini catalog. It's more of an autumn stamp set and die. Will it just be a short trip? Yeah, it's just 2 days, 1 night. So it's Friday, Saturday is the event. And then we'll probably start heading back on Saturday night. I don't know if we'll end up stopping somewhere and sleeping, but yeah, it's just 2 days, Friday and Saturday. We're going to head out tomorrow. So, but yeah, we'll be back by next Wednesday. So we'll be here live in the Glitter Pit. Thank you. Thank you, Mary. Yes, he is wonderful. He's upstairs sleeping right now. You've been watching me for years? Yay! Christine, where have you been? All right, well, I'm glad you're here. I'm glad everybody's here. All right, so let's do the glitter spinner. Remember, this is my email address, so if anybody wins the glitter spinner, the glitter giveaway, anything that you win from me, if you win the cards or a prize, you have to email me here. Hold on, let me zoom out again. This was like kind of close, wasn't it? Oh, wait, I tilted my phone. That's what I did. So you guys could see me stamping the 2-step stamp set. So this is my email, dawn@theglitterpit.com. So you're going to email me there. And then I can get your address. So email me if you've never won. And if you win today, you guys got to contact me, all right? And please contact me hopefully before the end of the day so I can drop them all off at the post office tomorrow. Richard and I are going to go to the gym. And then we will be hopefully on our way tomorrow to go to Indianapolis. What is there to do in Indianapolis anyway? Does anybody live there that's on here right now? I need to know what there's to do. Because I'm telling you, the hotel that we're staying at, I mean, it's not no Marriott, which is really nice. But, I mean, the closer you get to the convention center, it's like so expensive. Holy moly. So we're kind of staying like a half hour away from the convention center. I know. But it's all right. But we had to get like the hotel at least under $170. That's why it's only one night we're staying, so. All right, so here's this week's host code. Let me show you that again. Okay. Don't forget, your order has to be at least $40 with this host code, and you get the card kit to make all 3 cards. And then the double FSM tokens start on Friday. Okay, so let's go ahead and do the spinner. Let me get my iPad here. All right, so we're going to give you this one, and this one, all right? All right, let's do it. Spin it. Get my spinner. All right, let me show you here. We're going to do them in the order that we made them. How's that? Okay, so card number 1. Thank you. Like I said, I think it's about 5 hours. We're just going to take our time, stop at some Harley shops, you know, maybe sleep on the road somewhere going down. It's going to be all right. It's going to be great. Isn't there a museum at the Indy 500 racetrack? Yes. That's awesome, Chris. I think my husband might have thought of that one, but I didn't. Yes. All right, let's go ahead and do the spin. This is for card number 1. Right here. Who's it? Vicky. Vicky. I think I got your address, Vicky, don't I? VICKIWEISS. You got card number 1. So now this is the great thing. Once you win something, I have your address. Unless you move or, you know, something happens with your address, just let me know. Let me know so I can update my files. And then also, if you're a customer of mine, of course, I'm going to have your address. And then if you're a downline, a glitter queen, I will have your address. So, but Vicky, I think I do have your address. So I'm going to give you this card, number 1. So I'll drop that off. And then also email me here. dawn@theglitterbit.com. Okay, card number 2 is the shadow box. Let me write that down. Number 2. Shadow box. All right, let's spin it. Spin it to win it. We didn't win the Powerball. But you know what? Even if I won, I'd probably still be here. It ain't going to change me anyway if I win billions of dollars. I love to stamp, so you have a date with me every Wednesday right here at 3 o'clock, right? Oh, Jeannie Ann! Yay! I got your address. Yeah, that's great. See, I love it when I can send out the goodies right away because I already got your guys' address. You get card number 2. Yay! Card number 3 is going to... I'll give you guys an applause here in a minute for everybody. Card number 3 is going to... Let me spin it up really good. Here, hold on. Spin it, mix it up right here. Donna! Donna! Yay! She's kind of local to me, huh, Donna? Donna Madonna. Isn't that a beautiful name? Card number 3. All right, Donna, you get card number 3. Isn't that a beautiful card, too? Love that. I love them all. But that one is just like, I don't know. You guys know I like fun folds, so that's one of my favorites. All right. Oh, your cast is off? I seen pictures of it, Donna. What did you have done? It was like a trigger finger, or what did you do for surgery? I remember you showing the pictures that your scar is like so good. And you're healing up good? That's awesome. Yeah. All right, let me scroll down here. We got to go through my Happy Meal. We got some Happy Meal to go through. Renee, are you on here? Renee Walford? I got your check for the mystery box today. I emailed you and let you know that we got it. If I won the Powerball, I would buy a retreat for crafty people. Oh, Gladys! I'd have to come and visit. That was like supposed to be the biggest Powerball in like all of history. Wasn't it like 2 point something billion dollars? Could you even imagine? I can't even imagine that kind of money. That is like crazy. Crazy money for real. All right, also, let me show you the stamp sets really quick. This is for my glitter giveaway. Don't forget to go to my website tomorrow. Leave a comment on the blog post where you see the comment or the title is Card Kit number 9 with the Christmas season stamp set. And then also, I don't know if you guys have noticed this, but on my website, after the newsletter goes out, because I give you guys a sneak peek first, but after the newsletter goes out at 2:30, I try to go into my website and I post the picture on top of my blog. So if you go to my website, which is right here, dawnstampingthoughts.net, you can see a little picture of the cards that we're making for this week's card class. So if you want a little sneak peek before we even go live, that's usually posted up there after 2:30 on Wednesday. And then that picture will be up there through the week for the card class, okay? So, but leave a comment on my website, dawnstampingthoughts.net, starting tomorrow through about Tuesday. And then I'll pick 2 winners, and then you guys can have these 2 stamp sets, all right? But you got to leave a comment because I use a random picker to pick the names of the comment. And then we'll send those out if I have your address. If not, I still email you guys to let you know if you won, so you guys know to be expecting it. And then also, if you have a favorite, I try to let you guys know. If you guys got to have a favorite, you can let me know which one you want. But I will say it doesn't always go as planned because some people respond really super fast and they get it before you. So you got to be quick on the draw if you want one of the stamp sets before the other person claims it. And then if the other person claims it, then you just get the other one, all right? Yay. All right, so that will be posted on my website tomorrow too. So just leave a comment, all right? So let's go through some Happy Mail. Let me get all my Happy Mail. All right. So, oh my gosh, look at this card from Patricia. Isn't that awesome? Look at it. She looks like she used what is that machine? The Brother P-Touch? The Witch is in. Don't you love that? Oh, I love it. Happy Halloween. Hope you get lots of treats. And then look, she always puts GPC for life. Who all knows what GPC means? Patricia, you're so awesome. Glitter Pit Crew for life. I need to get a stamp made of that. GPC for life. Thank you, Patricia. I got your card finally. Thank you. All right, and then this one is from Dawn. And she's telling me, she's just thanking me for all the videos and stuff and the laughs. She loves being here in the glitter pit. Look how cute this card is. It just sits up so cute. Look at that. Isn't that adorable? And it's purple, my favorite color. You make the ordinary extraordinary. Awesome. And you got a beautiful name, Dawn. I love it. Right? Thank you, Dawn. Then this card here, look at this pretty card. Thank you. And this is from Donna. She's the new glitter queen. Says, many, many thanks to you. You sent me real delight and helped out my day more and happy. Oh my gosh, I better not read that. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, Donna. Then this cute little Frankie card is so cute. Look at this. She like did a little paper piercing. Isn't he cute with the little patches and his 2 teeth? Oh my gosh, look at the balloon too. How funny. So adorable. Say boo and scary on. Look, she wrote when I got her card and when I read it, I thought it said Frank you for all you do because it's Frankie. That would be cute. Stampin' Up needs to make some stamps like that, like spoofy kind of. Frank's a lot. That's a Frankenstein. I love it. But look how cute the little trick-or-treat bag. So adorable. Thank you. Is it Miley? Is it Miley? Who is this? Vicky. Is it Vicky? I'm sorry. I can't. Is it Vicky? Vicky Bishop? Let me see your envelope. Yeah, it's Vicky. Vicky, I'm sorry. You got such pretty cursive-y handwriting. Vicky. So, and look, she's got a Frankenstein on the inside too. So cute. Thank you, everybody. I love it. Love it. Thank you, everybody. All right, so is there any questions? So I won't be by my computer on, say, Thursday afternoonish, and then down through Saturday. We'll be coming back. Frank's a lot. Yeah. Isn't that cute, Nicole? Frank's a lot. There's actually a Frank's a lot hot dog, like a Coney Island, that their name is Frank's a lot, and they're right on the corner of Dixie Highway. I laugh every time I go by there. Thank you, Pia. I just sent out your kit yesterday, Pia. Be looking for it. I am way late. My sister stopped by to visit, and I was chomping at the bit to get here. Aw, thank you, Susan. Just know we're here, and you can always catch the replay. Is anybody new here to the Glitter Pit? Say hi. We're all a friendly bunch here. We have, I think I seen Irene here. Oh, here, Renee, you're here. Hi, Renee. Thank you, Renee. Did you get I texted you this morning and said that I got your check. Wasn't that weird? Like, I got this check, but I never got the other one. That's so weird. Yes, it is. Isn't it cute? Oh, your name is cute, Elfie. Aw. Hi, Joanne. Hi, Gina. All right. Is there any questions before we sign off? Was there anything else I wanted to share with you guys? I think that was it. So, double FSM tokens start on Friday for $50. For every $50, you're going to get 2 tokens. So, you spend $50, you get 2. You spend $100, you get 4. You spend $150, you get 6. That's where it adds up really good. You still get the thank you note, and then you'll still get the card kit for this week if you want. All right. Well, if you don't want the card kit, just email me. That's all you have to do. If you spend $150 or more and you don't want the card kit, you just let me know. But you got to let me know. Right? Okay. All right. Yeah, we'll be here next Wednesday, 3 o'clock. Same glitter time. Same glitter station. All right. Thank you, Patricia. Yeah, and hopefully I'll have lots of good ideas, right? I'm definitely seeing the catalog Friday night, the new catalog. All right.